Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and I am finally getting a chance to film my How to Kill a Kit with Style, both my show of what I have left from last month and then my new kit. So this video, I'm going to try not to make it too long, but it could be a little bit because I'm showing kind of both. I had only planned to make 3 layouts with the kit that I put together last month, so I'm going to show you the 3 layouts. They all have videos, and they're all... I used my How to Kill a Kit with Style. The 3 layouts were actually, I used them when we did the celebrations for people who were hitting some sort of YouTube milestone. And so you can go back on my channel for the month of March and see who we were celebrating and the layout that I created. So there's 3 of them in total, so I'm going to show those 2 first, and then I'll do just a really quick show of what I have left of my March kit. And like I said, I only made 3 layouts, so I have quite a bit left, so just keep that in mind. I wasn't aiming for a ton of product being used. So this first one, all of the pages that I was using, if you remember, and you can always go back and check the video, I was using those pre-made backgrounds. So each one of them is actually using a piece of pattern paper background. And so I have this one here that I created. This is using a lot of print and cut files. That is what all of this ephemera is, actually print and cut files that I printed. And then the other thing, if you remember from my beginning of the month video, all of the papers and everything else that I was pairing with this were from Citrus Twist kits. And so if the embellishments weren't fussy cut print and cut files, then all the other, like the strawberries and things, those were actually from the Citrus Twist kit. And then I did some stamping here, but again, there's a video for this, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. So there is that one. And then I have this one here, which is a pool picture. I used this fun pre-made background and just added some white splatters to it. Again, there is a video for this, so be sure to check that out. Everything here pretty much is using stuff from those Citrus Twist kits. And then the last one, this one was just done on the 31st for MK's Hop, and so this is again using that pre-made background and different bits and pieces from my Citrus Twist kit. So this one is very recent, so if you've watched my videos, then you know that this one was just up the other day. So those are the 3 layouts. So like I said, not a whole lot. I didn't have a big plan to do a ton this month anyway. So now here I just stuck everything in this plastic bag because I was getting my kit together for this month actually. So here is what I have left. I didn't use any of these enamel dots. I used some of the hearts from this. I used these ones. So again, there's lots in these packages, so I knew I wasn't going to use them all, only making 3 layouts. I think I had actually added these. This wasn't in my original share. I had added these, but I used 3 of them on a layout. And then I never did use the frames. I didn't end up using these 2 puffy stickers, so I'm going to probably carry that to my next kit because I really want to get that gone. And then I had thrown in a few of these Project Life cards. I used a couple of them there on that pink layout, but there is still some left, just an ephemera piece. I don't think I used any of those printables or these phrase stickers or these puffies. And those I think I stuck in after the fact, and I didn't use these these bows. I did use a couple of these rainbow puffy stickers as well as a couple of the hearts, I think, from this. So still a few more to use, but I did get some used up. I used a couple of these puffies, so obviously there's still a ton more to go, because with only 3 layouts, I definitely didn't get through them all. Now, same with these kits. I used some of the labels. I have some of the scraps of papers left. Did use those letter stickers, so there's only I can only probably get a couple more words out of those. Used a few of the chipboards, so there's only a couple of those left. That's a Project Life card, and then I have some more scraps here at the back. And then I do have a couple of more pieces of pattern paper. So again, I definitely knew I wasn't going to kill these kits. I basically took one of these Citrus Twist kits and had one for each layout that I was going to create. So there's definitely plenty left over. The same goes for these two. So again, a really quick show. I have tons of ephemera left, obviously. I did use a few of the chipboards, and then I used one of the leatherette stickers and some of the labels, and then again with the pattern papers I have some scraps because I obviously did cut into some of the papers. So a few Project Life cards. So some of them got cut into, but then again I still have, at least in this one, about 4 full-size sheets and then the scraps. So plenty to still work with. We'll see if over the course of this year in my How to Kill a Kit with Style, if I put these into any more kits to try to kill them a bit more. And then here is the third one. Again, I still have ephemera, still have some labels. I have almost used the majority of these puffy hearts. I used a couple of the chipboards in this one. And then from the pattern papers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full sheets left of this one. So I put a little bit of a dent in them. I wouldn't say this kit would be killed by any means, but I knew that was going to happen. All that's left in here now is really just my alphas. I have a few little wood veneer arrows, which I had put in this kit. And then everything else here is alphabets, and I think there's 1 sticker sheet, but everything with alphas. Obviously, with only making 3 layouts, I wasn't going to use all of the alphas. There was no chance. So I put a dent in this. I don't think I used this, or if I did, I only spelt 1 word. This was the sticker sheet, and I think I used 1 or 2 stickers off of it, not a huge amount, so plenty to use on that. I used one of these pre-made words. I think I used this for 1 title, or part of a title, I think, and I have that to the extra one so that I can make words. I'm trying to use up what's left in this package. Then the rest of this are printable letters. So I used a couple of these for my titles. I had some printable labels as well. And so obviously, like I said, these were not going to get completely killed. And then the other thing I have in here, I didn't end up using any of these colored word strips. I did use a couple of these cameras, and I think I used 1 or 2 of these little word strips that I created myself. So that is what I have left of my How to Kill a Kit with Style for March. So obviously I have a lot because I only made those 3 layouts. So now I will go ahead and show you real quick what I pulled to use for my, what month are we in? April. We're in April. It has been a week, everyone. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a week, to say the least. So I apologize for being behind in getting my video up this month for sure. Alright, so I keep my kits in one of those Razcog, or not Razcog, I don't even know what these are called, but it's from, I was going to say TJ Maxx. It's not TJ Maxx, it's IKEA. I don't know the actual name. It's a name I probably can't pronounce anyway. But this is where I kind of keep my monthly kit. And so I'm just going to go through. I'm not going to go through every single piece because I've put like ephemera and things like that in plastic bags. But I will try to show you at least the papers and things like that. So let me pull out first all the big stuff at the back so you can kind of see what I've pulled. And then move this out of the way. Sorry, let me get situated here. It's a bit of a crazy disaster in my room right now. Alright, so I have several alphas. So I have this one from Mementos, Amy Tangerine Thickers. And then I have these word thickers, which are wild. And then I have these thickers from Summertime, so a Maggie Holmes. Not much left on this one. It'd be great if I could get it killed. And then I have this one from Pink Fresh, the Office Hours. So, oh, and I have this one. I guess, are those all my thicker type ones? I guess so. So there's these ones here, and they are the fancy font. So those are my thickers. Alright, then I have this sticker sheet and what I have left from the Happiness collection, probably one of my all-time favorite Cocoa Vanilla collections. This was the first one I ever got from them, and I fell in love with them and have loved them since. So I have this. I threw in what I have left of the papers from this, which is not much, and I think what I have left of the ephemera, which is virtually nothing. So I want to try to get this used up. Next I have, here is some scraps. So this is some scraps that I pulled in. I have a few more in the other sections, but like I said, this is like one of the only pieces I have left of that Happiness collection. And I also have the National Scrapbook Day, or International Scrapbook Day. They did a printable from Cocoa Vanilla that really matched the Happiness collection really well. So I have one of those printed that I had cut up a while back, and what I had left of it I added in here as well. So I have, some branding strips that I can sort of play with on a layout for some scraps. Then I just have these other scraps. This one here, that's a Webster's Pages paper. I have no idea what collection it was. And then this is a Minte paper. It is Secret Place, I think was the collection. So I have a little bit of that left. I had someone actually ask me if I used any of my Minte, so there's proof. I haven't completely hoarded it. So I have used it a little bit. It's one of the few sheets that I've used, but I have cut into some of it. And then this was a My Mind's Eye paper. I do know that. I have some really old papers in here. Wait till I show you guys. I have these Teresa Collins wood grain labels, so we'll see if we get those used up on some pages. Then flat alphas, I have these two from Jelly Bean Soup and Doodlebug. So adding a little bit of flats. I will potentially pull in some of my printables as well for alphas if I need to, so there's always a chance. And then I have these chipboard words from Bella Boulevard. So I pulled out like lots of old stuff. I'm really trying to get through some old supplies, and I have a ton of everything, so yeah, using some of this older stuff is definitely important for me to try to get out of my stash and onto a page this month. So I have this piece of purple, and then again this was Webster's Pages Dream in Color. That's where this one was from. And then there's the My Mind's Eye paper. I have a strip of that still here. And look guys, that was from 2013. Crazy! Crazy, crazy, crazy. I said there was a really old papers. I don't have a clue what collection that's from. But these are all my scraps. Here is something from Sweet Girl, Echo Park. Let's see, does it have a date? Again, 2013. I loved this. I guarantee, as much as I love this yellow pattern paper, I will be fussy cutting those florals. I did that for this entire paper. I love those florals. So guaranteed you'll see those get fussy cut. Which, I had somebody ask me about fussy cutting. Maybe I'll try to show this on camera for fussy cutting. Because yeah, I've had questions about that, so I try to leave little tips when I show parts of me doing it, so I will try to do that again with this paper. And then this one, again, this is from Webster's Pages, and it's called Beautiful Chic was the collection. And does it have a year? This one, I don't see a year, but it's old. But I remember I fussy cut some of these circles at one point too. It's a fun one. And then I have this. I want to say this is a Heidi Swapp collection, but don't quote me. I'm not sure. This one here, oh, here's an old one. This is from way back when there was a Scraptastic Club, and this was one of their custom papers. So 2015 is the year. And it had these popsicles on the back, and then this really fun stripe. So yeah, really old. Here I have no idea what manufacturer this is from, but I do know that it is old. I mean, at least 10 years old. I'm sure of it. I don't know who it is, but I like it still. Here is one from Heidi Swapp Mix Company, which is old. Yep, 2013. Like I said, went into the archives for this kit. This one here is from Recorded. Again, Webster's Pages, Allison Kreft. So, a little bit of that. Here's another one from Heidi Swapp. Mixed Company. I have punched some of those circles, can you tell? And then, so I have some purple happening in this kit, so we'll see if I actually use it. And then here I have a Simple Stories pattern paper from the Heart collection. This was just called My Heart. I really like this newsprint heart. It's really pretty. And then I also like this grid. I could do without this pre-done piece down here, but I could see myself cutting this part off and using the grid, and then maybe getting a chunk of this on there. So we'll see. We'll see how we use that one. This is a piece of Prima. I can't remember the collection, but I love it. It's a newsprint, and then the other side has newsprint with floral. So it's distressed, but I really, really do like the look of that paper. Here is Teresa Collins, 9 & Co. So I didn't really pick it for that. I definitely picked it for this because it's neutral, and this is 2014. So again, super old. Oh, I stuck in another piece of that. I had gotten this paper at Tuesday morning, can you tell? So I have several sheets of it, but it's a good neutral, so that's why I picked it up. So I put in 2 in this kit, apparently. Again, Webster's Pages. This is from Happy, or hashtag Happy, and Classy is the name of the paper. I think I pretty much picked it for this because it's something neutral. And then this one here is from Crafty Girl, or Hey Crafty Girl. Simple Stories. Just a really easy tone on tone. You could go green or yellow. Next we have this from Caitlin Schaefer. Again, this was the Scraptastic Kit Club. Bright yellow polka dot, and then there's these fun words in the back, but I will likely use this side. And then this is from a paper pad. I want to say a Dear Lizzie, but I have no idea. This one here is definitely a Maggie Holmes. And then these ones here came from paper pads, and I absolutely could not tell you what they are from. It is a simple polka dot, and then this is a tone-on-tone plaid. Here is one from My Mind's Eye, and again, 2013, if that would actually show up. Here we go. Yeah, 2013. I loved their collections back in 2013 from My Mind's Eye. See, now, I like this, but I could really do without this. So I don't know what I'll do with this page. It'll probably be used for this side. I actually really like those two together. That might make a page right there, people. So yeah, there's this one. This is Kate & Co. from My Mind's Eye. Again, all the same year, so they aren't from the same collection, but they're from My Mind's Eye, so the color is going to match. So I could definitely see that in my future, for sure. Here is a golden oldie, for sure. This is SEI. And SEI, there is no date on this, but oh my goodness, I can tell you guys, this is old. Like, old. But you know what? I still like it. And if I don't get inspired by this side, it's a perfect, like, neutral. I could use it to use a mat and frame an entire layout, just as a piece of cardstock. It's great. I actually am thinking about fussy cutting these florals. They kind of scream easy fussy cutting. So we'll see. Here is another piece. Oh, this is again from the same collection as this, only the flowers are in a smaller scale, and then it has this sort of geometric type of pattern on the back. And this was from Penelope's Potpourri. So if any of you remember back then, maybe you can tell me what year this collection is from, but I know it's old. And I kind of like it, probably use it for this side. Unless I fussy cut some of these to have smaller sizes. We'll see. This one here this was from American Crafts, and I got it at AC Moore when it was going out of business, and so it was, I'm sure this is a crepe paper originally. So I used it, I want it for this pink side. But the diagonal stripe's always good. We'll see. Here is one from Hello Again, Carta Bella, probably one of my favorite collections. Again, 2013, distressed, really easy to use background. I'm not as crazy about this, so I'm thinking I'll be leaning toward this side. This here came from a paper pad, no idea which one. It's just a simple tone-on-tone stripe. Here is one from, this is from the Hip Kit. So this is a custom paper by Kimberly. And it had all these words. So this is one of, I remember this was from a summer kit. I can't remember when. I don't think it has a date. No date. But it's a couple of years old for sure. And so fun colors. Let's see what we use that one for. Here's a My Mind's Eye from, I think this might be the oldest one I have in this kit. 2010, Little Miss Muffet, My Mind's Eye. Here's the back. It's kind of fun. I would only do this in small doses, but it's kind of a fun pattern. I will probably use this side more. But yeah, how fun is that? That on the camera. Ooh, don't look at that. That might make somebody sick. Here is a tone-on-tone stripe. Again, who is this? Oh, this is SEI. So, this is Monsterville. So, I don't have a clue how old that is. Yeah, no idea. Here is one from SEI again, Hippie Chick. So if I don't want to use it for the tone-on-tone pink polka dot, I have this, super bright green. So that's a fun one. Here is My Mind's Eye. Again, this one is 2011. Fun Hearts, the Love Me collection. And then this fun banners paper on the back. Then we have the Love Me collection again. This has this fun doily tone-on-tone. Be a good background, or this fun plaid. So lots of manufacturers, very diverse kit. Here is an oldie, Basic Gray Perhaps collection. This I definitely pulled for a background. This is when there was no pattern on the background. This, I would love to know what the age of this paper is. It does not have a date, but I'm sure somebody remembers this collection. This I definitely pulled for a background. This one here is from Scraptastic again. Caitlin Schaefer. Fun geometric background. And then this fun sort of painty, stripy pattern paper. Here is one from My Mind's Eye Heart Collection, or not My Mind's Eye, Simple Stories Heart Collection. I definitely picked it for this background. It has this, but I highly doubt I'm going to use that, even though it's cute. This watercolored background in an ombre is definitely going to get used. And then I threw in just a couple of pieces of cardstock, as well as, what's that? That is a piece of pattern paper from Hippie Chick. I did not pull it for the side because I am actually not crazy about that, but the back side is perfect. And then I do have one other piece of sort of, I guess you could call pattern paper, and that's from Authentique. And it's blue, and then it has an ombre blue on the back, so I could definitely use either side. So a few pieces of cardstock, and then these are the pattern papers. So that was what was going to take the longest. I don't plan on going through everything else in that much detail, but those are the papers that I'm going to play with. So I'm hoping to get I'm going to try to do all the layouts this month that I have to create, or that I want to create using this kit. I'm going to try to stick, at least with the papers and things like that, from this kit is my goal. We'll see how I do. Now, let's see. Here is what I pulled. I have some trim, which I don't usually use, so I thought I would kind of challenge myself to maybe use some trim this month. So I have a little bit of that. This is a very old Fancy Pants. Don't even know the year, but oh look, 2006. Yeah, like I said, super old stuff in my collection. I wasn't kidding, people. I was not kidding. So I have that one, and then I have these crystals that I wouldn't use those all together like that, but cutting them apart, I could add a few little bling. And then I have some enamels. I, of course, have to add in some sequins. These are ones from my stash, not Spiegel Mom scraps, but just ones that I've had floating around. So I grabbed those. I have some little hearts. These are from Spiegel Mom scraps. I have little punch dictionary hearts. Again, another little piece of trim I had hanging out. And then here are more of the very small amount of scraps that I have from Cocoa Vanilla and the Happiness collection, and then a few other pattern paper scraps, and I threw in some, these look like mostly Maggie Holmes, and a couple of My Mind's Eye cards and things to try to get some Project Life cards used up, because that's the other thing I have a ton of. Which I actually got rid of quite a few Project Life cards, but I still have a ton. They seem to, I swear they multiply. I don't know if yours do that, but I swear mine multiply. No lie. I'm sure they do. And so, I have those. Let's see. Next, I'll show you these few little things. I have just another little flat sticker alpha. A few of these little gold labels. Some larger enamel dots. I'm really trying to get these used up because I have such a hard time with especially these big sizes. These are easier. These not so easy. They're huge. And then here is some SEI Epoxy Essentials. So again, I don't know the year. Man, I wish they had years. But yeah, gonna try to get those used up. And then these are DIY Shop and some other little puppies. Try to get those used up. And then last but not least, guys, I promise I'm coming to the end. You're really tired of hearing me talk, I'm sure. But I'm coming to the end. I'll show you the rest of the little bits of scraps that I have. These were the rest of the papers, again, from the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness, and then that printable that they had at International Scrapbook Day. So more scraps from that. A little vellum type alpha. Not much left for words because I only have 2 E's. So I can make, yeah, 1 or 2 more words, I'm sure. And then these are some other scraps. Another piece of that purple. That's a Prima piece. Another scrap of that. Cardstock. And then that again is from that Prima collection. As well as I have these word stickers from Maggie Holmes. I have these flat sticker letters from My Mind's Eye, and it's the whole collection of all those colors. So, obviously I'm not going to use all these alphas, there's no way. Even if I made tons of layouts, I don't think I'd get them all used. But this is an old Dear Lizzie collection for tile stickers, so I have those. And then last, well not last, but almost last, I have the ephemera I have left, and this also includes fussy cut florals and butterflies from the papers. So I just stuck them all in this little bag. So this is all related to the Happiness collection, so I'm going to try to use those up. And then this is what I have left of the clear stickers, which again, these I sometimes will put on white cardstock, but the rest, a lot of times I put on white cardstock and cut them out to use them on my pages. So I have those. Last but not least, I promise, and I'm not showing you everything in these. I'm just going to tell you what's in them, and we'll see what kind of dent I can put in these. So in this bag, I just have some additional little enamel dots. I have some flair, some of the older type flair. I have some silver crystals, and then some wood enamels, and then I have these puffy hearts. So just stuck all of those in that bag. So again, I have that different texture and little bits that I can add to my finished pages, or as I'm finishing my pages. In this bag, I have a combination of things that I have fussy cut from pattern papers, or in this case, from, this would be from a pattern paper, for example. But then these actually came from Project Life Cards, the Dear Lizzie collection, and that as well. So I have both in here. I have pattern paper fussy cut pieces, and then Project Life card fussy cut pieces, as well as some print and cut labels. So everything in here I have sat and fussy cut, or if these are hearts, they are punched with my heart punch. I have a few little tags. I have some wood veneer that I threw in here, so again, I could have that textural element. But this is just a random assortment. I have tons of manufacturers and collections. Some Maggie Holmes, some very old, Heidi Swap, some Dear Lizzie. Yeah, Freckled Fawn wood veneer is in here. So just lots of really fun little pieces. We'll see how much I can get used up out of these bags at the end of the month, and I will show you. But if you really wanted to see me go through all of these, you can always let me know. I would film it, but I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that, because none of this is new. This is all old items that I have fussy cut from collections that I guarantee you can't get anymore. Now this one here, this bag, I'll do a quick show of this one, because everything in this bag, these now I stamped and used my alcohol markers to color these florals. So I had them sitting around, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pull them and try to get them used up on this page. And I actually stamped and embossed these, so it has like a raised texture. And then I used my alcohol markers to color in the images. So I have those that I plan to try to get used up. And then all of this beautifulness, as you can see, I have everything from florals to frames to circles to little words to plus signs and little hearts. All of this, everything that you see here in this pile, I have print and either fussy cut, or if it was circles, like I haven't done it yet, but I will punch those with my 2-inch punch. But everything here has been printed from digital collections, and I will try to link below where the majority of these are from. She actually designs now for Pretty Little Studio, her name is escaping me, but I will try to put her link for her Etsy shop, if it's still available, out on this video, as well as AC Digitals is where I do all my Maggie Holmes printables from, which I have a few of those stuck in here. These I created on my own from the Silhouette software, so that one I can't give you, but like these florals here are all from those printable collections I was telling you about. And then these are Maggie Holmes. Oh, this is also Retro Hip Mama. So I will try to have those all linked below. But again, this is something that I have really started to do a whole lot more of, especially because as prices go up, I have ink that comes to me in the mail that I just have auto delivered, and so I have lots of paper that I use to print these, and a 12x12 printer, format printer. And so, yeah, I have found that this allows me to buy the whole collection and print it and cut it whenever I need it. So it is a great way to do it if you have the ability to print your own files, or you can always send them out or away to a Staples or something like that to print. I have had somebody ask me to do a video on printables, so I am working on that. I am going to try, fingers crossed, to get that out this month so that I can kind of give you my favorite places to do printables and just some tips and hints on printables and how I go about setting them up to print and things like that. I'm going to try to record on my screen, my computer screen, so you can see what I use. I'll also try to tell you the papers. I will say that if you're wanting to know about printables, Tracy Reed is an excellent resource. Go and check her out. I'll try to link her down below. She does printable collections, which I don't think any of these are from her, but I have used plenty of her collections and have multiple collections from her, and she is a great resource for digital print and cuts and giving you tutorials on how to use especially her files. So definitely check her out. But again, I'm going to try to put that video together, so be on the lookout for that. And so other than that, guys, this is going to be my kit. I have actually already created one layout, and so you will see that come up here on my channel. And for the month, you'll either see process videos or I'll do a share at the end of the month on everything that gets created with this super fun kit. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.